And the club is not the same old watering holes the stuffy people around this office go to, Lee said, continuing to push. We could go out, let loose. Come on, you deserve it. Scarlett smiled at her persistent friend. Fine. You're not going to let this go, so I might as well give in. She placed her pen down on the desk. Yay! I just happened to have an extra skirt and top in my bag for you to wear. Naturally, Scarlett muttered. Lee was nothing if not always prepared. She'd probably come to work today with this plan already in mind, knowing if she'd asked Scarlett in advance, she'd have said no. Well, you're not going out looking like a prudish schoolmarm from another century, Lee said with a disdain-filled glance at Scarlett's black pencil skirt and matching silk top. Her striped jacket hung on the back of her chair. Scarlett burst out laughing at the description. Going to court necessitated a certain staid look, and Lee not only knew it, she followed the unspoken rules on the days she had to do the same. Even today, Lee wore a pair of dark trousers, a white camisole, and a blazer. No doubt she had her own short dress to change into later. Having accepted her fate, Scarlett smiled. You now have control over our plans tonight and my clothing. Are you happy? Letting out a clap and a squeal, Lee nodded. Did I mention I have a bag full of makeup, too? Scarlett chuckled, giving in to the inevitable. Lee was right. She only turned 30 once, and Scarlett hadn't gone out for fun in way too long. She missed acting her age and putting her focus on herself and not the job. One night at a club wouldn't kill her. In fact, she might just enjoy it. I'm going to close up my computer for the night. I'll meet you in the ladies' room in 5 minutes. Lee tapped on her Apple Watch. Don't make me have to come drag you away from paperwork, birthday girl. I'll be there, she said to Lee's retreating back. Knowing she was now going out tonight, she picked up her cell and called her mother, wanting to check in with her caregiver. For as long as Scarlett could remember, Maxine Davis had suffered from depression. Her father had worked hard at his job as a salesman. Before being relegated to a desk job, he used to travel often and hadn't had a lot of understanding of his wife's moods and inability to function. He'd taken her to a few doctors. Medication had been prescribed, but the drugs didn't work, and her mother often forgot to take them. And with her dad busy, her treatment wasn't the best. By the time Scarlett was old enough to comprehend her mother's issues, the depression was deep-seated, and no medications took hold or worked. The doctors talked about giving her shock therapy, but her mother refused, and as she wasn't a danger to herself or others, no one could force her to agree. Mac, Scarlett's father, took the night shift caring for his wife, and during the day, he paid a neighbor who had been a nurse to watch over her mom. The phone rang twice, and Colleen, the nurse, answered. Hello? Hi, it's Scarlett. I'm just calling to check on my mom. Is she okay? Hi, honey. Your mom is fine. Code for status quo. Staring out the window, probably. Scarlett sighed. Ask her if she wants to talk to me? Why she put herself through this, she didn't know. The answer was always the same. Scarlett heard Colleen ask, and silence followed. I think she's tired, Colleen said gently. Thanks. Scarlett swallowed over the lump in her throat. Tell Dad if he needs me to call. I will. You take care, Colleen said. You too. Scarlett disconnected and glanced again at the picture of her brother. She couldn't bring him back any more than she could her mother. Both were lost to her, and had been for some time. At least with Hank, she felt like she was accomplishing something in his honor, putting criminals away, unlike the bastards who'd killed him and gotten away with it. Tanner Grayson stepped out of the MMA cage, sweating and breathing hard after working out with his sparring opponent. His blood pumped inside him, and his heart beat out a rapid rhythm as he pulled out his mouthguard and tried to catch his breath. Removing his helmet, he shook his head, and sweat sprayed around him. Beside him, his partners and best friends, Jason Dare and Landon Bennett, men he considered brothers, scowled as they did before and after every match or practice Tanner participated in. But they understood, as Tanner did, that working out his aggression was therapy for his anger issues. Hell,